A very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please switch on the videos. Please switch on the videos. Today, we will come to, I have sent you 2 marks questions of the poem. Please write those answers also and file it. Okay. So one long answer and that 4 simple questions. So it will be easy for the further studies. Okay. So today we are moving to the next book, Footprints Without Feet. The first lesson. First lesson. See the first lesson, the triumph of surgery. A triumph of surgery. A surgery is done successfully. So we are going to see what type of surgery. See, this is an interesting story, very good story, written by James Herriot. So, in this story, this is a story about a pet dog and its mistress. Many of you might have pet dogs or some pets at home. So, when we go through this lesson, you just analyze how do you turn to the pets. So, this is story, and all should read the story and write the summary of all the stories. These writing summaries as you understand, you see, not to copy down from anybody else, not to copy down from any net. Don't go for any Google, you will get many essays. That is not there. As you understand, I take the class in an elaborate way. As you understand, you write the summary, the story you write. Suppose if you watch a film, if you watch a film, after few seconds, you will be able to tell the whole story. Did you study by heart? No. You saw the full and you are saying the whole story, even dialogues also. In this way, after hearing the class, you have to write the summary after the lesson. So that will be in your memory all the time. So this is to be followed in all the lessons. A triumph of surgery. Tricky. Tricky. When you write a tricky, T should be capital in the story. It's a proper noun. Tricky, a small dog, is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. So he was pampered and given more food, overfood, more than what he needed. He falls seriously ill. He became sick, and his mistress consults a veterinary doctor, short form a vet. Does he perform an operation? Does the god recover from its illness? Let us see. I was really worried about Tricky this time. The narrator is the doctor. He says, I was worried about Tricky this time. I had pulled up my car, pulled up, underline, pulled up means stop. I stopped my car when I saw him, when I saw Tricky in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. So Tricky, the dog, and his mistress were walking along the road. At that time, this doctor was riding his car. He was also on the road. So doctor saw this dog and he became troubled. He was worried seeing the dog. I was shocked at his appearance. He had become hugely fat. He had become hugely fat, like a bloated sausage, like a heavily filled sausage with a leg at each corner. Suppose you take a sausage, heavily filled sausage, and give four legs, how it will be there? You see, heavily filled sausage. You see, four legs, pathetic. The legs are not enough to hold this heavy body. So it was the condition of the dog. The dog cannot walk because of its weight. Because of its weight. So, like a bloated sausage with a leg at each corner. His eyes bloodshot and roomy, watering, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaws. This is the image of the dog. So his eyes bloodshot and roomy, watering from there, stared straight ahead. His tongue had fallen down out of the mouth on the side, lolled from his jaws. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. Doctor stopped the car near to the dog. So Mrs. Pumphrey, underline, she is the mistress of the dog. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain, hurried to explain. What she say? He was so listless, Mr. Harriet. He was in trouble. He is not feeling well. We cannot explain. Mr. Harriet is the doctor. He seemed to have no energy, doctor. He is in a problematic condition. He is in a trouble. He seemed to have no energy, no power. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition. You see, the dog is sick due to overfeeding. Dog is sick due to overfeeding. But the loving mistress, Mrs. Pumphrey, says that the dog has no energy, maybe malnutrition, maybe due to the lack of proper food. Sometimes it is like that. Sometimes during this time of holidays means not going out anywhere else, you are at home, so your weight might be increased. Melvin, your weight must be increased. He is trying to comb the hair, isn't it? Okay, so he might have increased the weight while sitting and eating. Still mama says to him, Melvin, you are so slim. You are so slim. Eat more, eat more, eat more. All the mama say. As much we eat, still mama will not be happy. Mama will say, little more, little more, little more. Am I right? That is because of the love towards you. That is because of her love towards you. In this way, here Mrs. Pumphrey was giving over food to the dog. Still, she says, my dog is not feeling well. Maybe because of malnutrition, maybe because of lack of vitamins and proteins, or disorderly diet. So I have been giving him some little extras. So I thought, you see, dog has become bulky, sulky. It cannot even walk. Still, she says, I feel malnutrition, not getting proper food. So I am giving my dog some extra food, little extras between meals to build him up. Between the meals, breakfast, lunch, in between, she gives 2 or 3 times extra food. 1 glass Horlicks, 1 cake, half kilo meat, then lunch, proper lunch. After lunch at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 glass milk, 3 o'clock, 4 or 5 biscuits, 5 o'clock, again 1 glass milk or egg, extras. She was giving in order to build up. Some of you are doing building up your body, isn't it? During this corona, simply sitting. So you are taking push-ups, maybe that kind of exercises, push-ups, other gyms, or you are going to gym and build your body. In this way, the mistress wanted to build up the body of this dog. Some malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep. Nothing much really. You see, after his ordinary 4 times meal, at night also she is giving extras. Horlicks, a bowl of Horlicks, cod liver oil, malt, all these extra food she was giving. Then doctor asked, and did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? So once upon a time, dog was sick and he was taken to doctor. At that time, doctor had given her a diet. And now he is asking, did you cut down the sweet items from his food? Oh, I did for a bit, little bit. But he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent. He does love cream cakes. So my dog like cream cakes and chocolate, so I can't bear to refuse him. You see, my dog likes bar chocolates. My dog likes sweet things. So how can I deny? How can I refuse these things to him? I looked down again at the little dog. Doctor was looking at the condition of the dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's Tricky's only fault was greed. Underline. Tricky's only fault was greed. Oh, I see. You are giving him chocolates. That is the trouble. That is the problem. Ricky's only fault was greed. He wants to eat. He wants to eat. Only eating is there. He is born to eat. He is born to eat. But we should not be born to eat. We should eat to live. What is the difference? Some people are living to eat, but good people eat to live, keep their life steady. So we should eat to live. But here, the dog is born to eat. He is very greedy. He had never been known to refuse food. He never tells no to the food. Whatever you keep, he will eat. There are some people, not you people, there are some people outside. On the table, chicken biryani, mutton biryani, vegetable biryani, and salad, ice cream, cool drinks, everything is kept. They will eat everything. They will eat everything. They are born to eat. In this way, suppose a heavy, large food is given to Tricky at 12 o'clock. After 5 minutes, if you give another food, again he will eat. He is greedy. He is greedy. He had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour. He would tackle means he will be able to manage to eat. He will tackle, he would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night. And I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. So, and I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. Are you giving him plenty of exercises? Okay, you are giving food. Are you giving him exercises? Well, he has his little walks with me, as you can see. But Hodkin, the gardener, has been down with the lumbago. So there has been no ring throwing lately. You see, he has little exercises. He walks with me. I do walk from the entrance to one furlong distance. So he walks. And my gardener, what is his name? My gardener, Hodgkin. He has lumbago, back pain. Lumbago means back pain. Lumbago. So he is not coming nowadays. So no other exercises are there. So there has been no ring throwing lately. I tried to sound severe. Now, I really mean this. If you don't cut his foot right down and give him more exercise, he is going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. You see, I tried to sound severe. Doctor decided to speak seriously. If I speak very softly, this lady will not attend. So I want to speak little seriously. There are many students who did not open their video. Pratyush, what are you doing there? All of you open the video. So now I really mean this. Please attend to me what I am going to tell you. So tomorrow onwards, when I take the class, When I look at you, I will be able to assess whether you are following, whether you understand the lesson from your face. That is important. If you close your videos, what I will feel? I will not get any feedback from your class. So that is why if you open your video, I will be able to see whether you follow me or not. That is the reason I ask you to open the videos. Okay. So now I really mean this. I say to you seriously, if you don't cut his food, if you don't decrease, if you don't follow my instruction to cut down his food right down now itself, from today itself, and if you are going to give him, and if you are not going to give him more exercises, he is going to be really ill. This was the first suggestion given by Dr. Harriet. Dr. Harriet asked Mrs. Pumphrey seriously to cut down the diet of Tricky. At the same time, to take him for little more exercises. Otherwise, Dr. Harriet said, Tricky will be sick. You must harden your heart. This lady has a soft heart towards Tricky. So you must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. And keep a very strict diet. Just a minute. So you must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. Control the diet. Give him exercises. Don't pamper him. If he is asking more food to the dog, if he is asking more food, what you have to do? Strictly say, I will not give. Don't give him. Don't give him. That's the thing. If you give more and more food and don't give him exercises, what will happen? What will happen? He will become sick. He will become sick. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. That three lines you put a curly bracket and write the first advice of the doctor. Advice of doctor. Cut his food right down, give him more exercises. These two things. Then third one, harden your heart. You should not keep soft feelings towards the dog. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hands. Oh, I will. She twisted her hand. You see, hung her hand, swung her hand, twisted her hand. Okay, okay, okay. I will do, Mr. Harriet. I am sure you are right. I know you are saying to me the right thing, but it is so difficult, so very difficult. I wish to cut short. You see, I wish to cut short the food, but when I see the dog sleeping silently, I feel some soft corner to the dog. I feel some sympathy towards the dog. I feel some mercy towards the dog. And I go and give some chocolates. I go and give him some chocolates. This is what is called the soft corner of Mrs. Pumphrey to, and doctor asks her, don't keep this kind of sweet heart or soft heart towards Tricky. So she says, I always wanted to cut short his food. I wanted to cut down his food, but I can't. There are some students who say, Sir, I want to study very well. I want to sit up to 12 o'clock midnight. I want to score 90 marks. But, sir, when I see the bed, I feel sleepy. I go to bed. Not you people, maybe some other people, students. Some other students, you people don't have that kind of inclination towards the bed. Some of my students they say like that, sir, I want to sit long hours at night. As per your timetable, I want to sit up to 12, 10:30, 10:40. But by 8 o'clock, I feel sleepy, sir. Then I go to bed and I sleep from 8 o'clock to morning 8 o'clock. In this way, Mrs. Pumphrey says, I want to cut short the food of my Tricky. But when I see the face of Tricky, I forget everything. I give him chocolates and Horlicks. I give him chocolates and Horlicks. You see, I am sure what you are saying is correct. You are right. But it is so difficult, so very difficult for me. She set off ahead, head down along the road. She set off. She went forward. She proceeded head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice. New regime. Regime here means new rule, new instruction. Regime is usually used for kings. King's regime, ruling time. Here it is, uh, Dr. Harriet has given her some instructions. So she began the new regime following the new instruction. That is regime. Put the new regime into practice. Today onwards, I will be hard hearted. I will not be soft. I will not be soft. I will be hard hearted. I will not give chocolates to Tricky. She decided. I watched their progress with growing concern. Tricky was tottering, tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats for the cold weather and a raincoat for the wet days. He struggled on, drooping in his harness. I thought it would not be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. You see, Tricky had a large wardrobe. You may have also such wardrobe. If you open your shelf, you will see different layers of dress kept there. Sometimes you may be confused. Which one shall I choose? Sometimes, isn't it? That is also good. This is good. Oh, that is also good. Which one shall I wear? Sometimes it creates confusion. In this way, Tricky has also has a wardrobe. He has winter dress, woolen dress, bunions, colorful dresses, a lot of dresses inside his wardrobe. You see, Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He is not sleeping on the floor. He is lying down on bed, curl on bed, curl on bed, or sleep well bed. Sometimes Mrs. Pumphrey will be sleeping on the floor. but she would never allow Tricky to sleep on the floor. Mrs. Pumphrey said, Tricky, don't lie down on the floor. It is tiles. You will get cold. You will get sick. You go to the bed and sleep. Sometimes we also do like that, isn't it? Papa and Mummy had purchased a very costly sofa at home. Sofa. You people are now sitting on the sofa also. Some are sitting on the sofa also. Cushioned sofa. Very costly. Maybe 2 lakhs, maybe 1 lakh, maybe 60,000, 70,000. Very costly. Very decorative. And suppose you have a tricky at home. Ashik, suppose you have a tricky at home. You have? Do you have?
No, sir.
No, suppose. So there is no problem in supposing, isn't it? Suppose you have tricky at home. What Ashik will do? Ashik will sit on the floor and ask Tricky to climb on the sofa. Am I right? And you will pamper its head. You will touch its ears. And sometimes you may hold on the mouth of the mouth of Tricky and give a kiss also. I have seen some people who are very, very lovable and they won't permit. And the owner of the house, you are the owner of the house. And this sofa is brought for you. And you are not sitting on the sofa. You make the dog to sit on the sofa. That much love towards. Suppose you may have some pet cats. You may give bindi. You may give some chains. You may comb it properly. You won't comb. You are combing your hair with the fingers. But you will have brushes and different types of brushes, different types of combs to comb your pet dog or pet cat. Am I right? You means not you people, those people who are keeping such kind of animals. You see, like that, Ricky has a large collection of coat, dress at home. It is based on the climate. For the wet weather, a type of, for winter, another type, for summer, another type. And a raincoat for even raincoat also. He struggled on drooping in his harness. Harness is the belt tied on around his neck. As in the picture you see, in the picture you can see, he is given a thick coat. You see, he himself is a bulky, sulky fellow. He cannot walk on 4 legs. Madam Pumphrey has given a heavy coat also, its own weight. And he was kept on a harness, a belt. And Pumphrey is holding the belt, pulling upwards. So he is clinging in a way, dog is clinging on the harness. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. Seeing this, Dr. Harriet thinks, soon Mrs. Pumphrey will bring the dog to me. The expected. So seeing the dog and seeing the treatment given by Mrs. Pumphrey, Dr. Harriet decided that within a short period of time, maybe within 2-3 days, Pumphrey will bring the dog to me. He will be fallen in ill sickness. Harriet's doubt was not a doubt, it was a real doubt. What happened? The expected call came within a few days. A call from Mrs. Pumphrey came to him. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Mrs. Pumphrey came to him, and from the face itself, doctor could see Pumphrey was so much worried, so much troubled. Pumphrey was troubled. Tricky would eat nothing. She says, Tricky is not eating anything. I gave Silky chocolate. One chocolate is by name Silky. Isn't it like that? I heard. I haven't taken. One dairy milk chocolate or something. Its name is Silky. Melvin, is it correct? Silky. What is its cost? John Samuel, how much it costs? Silky chocolate. Oh, let me ask some girls. Nirupama, how much it costs? A silky chocolate?
20 onwards we can buy.
How much?
20,
I can't hear you. I can't hear your voice.
20.
Maybe 176 rupees, 180 rupees. Am I right? Sometimes I may go to the shop and I would take it silky and I would ask how much it costs. Okay, I would say tomorrow I will come. Okay, good. I will come tomorrow. Rifa, isn't it? Okay. So here what happened? Mrs. Pumphrey gives silky chocolates, costly chocolates. Or Black Forest piece, velvet piece, velvet cake piece. But the greedy Tricky was unable to eat. When Tricky didn't eat, she became troubled. Why my child is not eating? Suppose you see, sometimes when you are going to school and when you come back, suppose your mother had prepared some sweet dish for you or sweet items for you for the snacks. And if you say, I don't want, did you look at your mother's face? Your mother will be sad. If you don't eat, your mother will be sad. In this way, Mrs. Pumphrey brought chocolates for Tricky. Tricky did not give attention to the chocolate. Tricky didn't eat. When Tricky didn't eat, it troubled Pumphrey. You see, Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes. And besides, he had bouts of vomiting. He had the sensation of vomiting. He spent all his time lying on rug, panting. So he was lying on a cloth which is given to him, and he was panting. He was breathing very fast. He didn't want to go for walks. He did not walk, didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to do anything. He was always lying on the mat. This troubled very much Mrs. Pumphrey. Because if Tricky eats something, Pumphrey is happy. But here, Tricky is not eating anything. It tries to vomit. It is lying all the time on the mat. It doesn't walk. All these things troubled Mrs. Pumphrey. The rest we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.